Okay, guys, we're back. First break. Another great match. Edmonton versus Calgary, although Jeff now is Calgary. Jeremy and Martin K. Alley at the table. A-side match, so we're still going to 6. Great punch. Good shape on the 10. What are they going to do with that 12 ball? That 12 ball does not go to either right corners. Just going to let Jeff and Scotty figure it out. Jeff's just playing defense. Although, I think the cue ball leaked out just enough that that Jeremy can back cut that 10 possibly. I think he can make the ball, but I don't know what shape he's going to have on the 10 on the 12. This camera angle is a little bit wonky. I'll get the guys to straighten that afterwards. Just checking to see if that 3 ball passed, and it did. Left just enough room to sneak by this 5. Sneak by the 1 for the 5, sorry. Tough shot for Martin here. Not bad, not bad. Scotty's low ball here, so trying to figure something out. That is the 7 ball, right below the 4. Doesn't have a whole lot of options here. He's got a combo, or a combo. Could possibly bank that 7 ball. Possibly off the rail to chip the 4 into the side. Risky though, those are all risky shots. He's got no real great shot here. Back cut the 2. Which was what he decided to go with. Charlene, the entry fee was $120 per team, so $60 a player. So that's the turquoise ball just above the 4 is the 7. The 15 ball would be the corresponding stripe, which they just made. I don't know what the score is for Ben and Grant. They are playing just beside us here, but I'm blocked by a big pillar, so I'm not sure what their score is. I'll try and find out for you, Ashley. Oh, great shot. And a straight in 8 ball. Very nice. First blood, Jeremy and Martin. So score update on Grant and Ben is 3-2. They're up 1 game. Also racing a 6, that was their first match of the day. Nice little rub on that 10, just to open it up a little bit. Nice. This is Jeremy at the table here. Just looking to See where he wants to leave his partner. Ideally, a little bit center is ideal. Oh, he underhit it. I think he's okay, though. I think he got just past that one. Well, Martin's going to have to look at it twice. Must be tight. Oh, he overcut it. Oh, he makes the ball. So Scotty and Jeff, gifted a game. They're going to take it. And their break. Jeff rocking the balls. Looking for a nice little break and run here just to get up the one game, get ahead. And they get a ball. Is it nice and open? Kind of. That 11-1-3 is a little messy on the left side there. Looks like they like the high ball. That was pretty good. Kind of one or the other. He couldn't bump that out and ask for shade. That was asking for a little much. So Scotty's got a bit of a tougher shot here. I think he was going for the defense shot there. Just try to leave the cue ball in behind the 8-2. Ends up scratching. Nice shot by Martin there. Opens up the 4 ball. Really impressed with Martin's game. He played in our A division and in league for quite a number of years, and just over the last year or so, maybe a little bit more, he's started to put his money in and play the big tournaments with the big boys. And you can definitely see the improvement in his game. definitely more consistent. He sees shape better. He sees patterns better. His game has really improved, so good for him. I jinxed him. So another turn at the table for Scotty and Jeff. Ended up on the wrong side of that 14-10. He would have liked to have been on the left side. A little bit more of a cut here than what they would have wanted, but it's doable. Options here to tap it ever so lightly that you stay for the 10. Go a couple rails and try to get back there. I don't think he could have held that ball, so he had to go a couple of rails, just ended up with a bad angle. James is asking if there's talking at the table. There is no talking allowed at the table, but you are able to talk while you are not at the table. Which is kind of the unwritten rule for Scotch doubles. Most players know that you can talk while you're away of the table. Yeah, I could have used the 3 there too, Ray. You're right. I was looking at the carom. A little bit riskier. That was a pretty nice shot. That was a tough. Oh, might be a little bit tight. You have to definitely stroke that ball pure if you want to suck it all the way 3/4 of the table, all the way back. Get within, what was that, an inch? Half an inch? Looks pretty close. Jeremy's having a really good look at it, so it must be closer than I think. Called Larry Walper over just to referee this shot. Must be close. Must be close and straight. Oh, to hold the shot. Yeah, that would have worked too. Just come off the rail, play into the 3. So Jeremy and Martin up a game. Just to update you guys on the bracket, the games I know, I was talking to Ozzy outside, and Ozzy and Peter defeated Smitty and Danny Gombach. Danny and Smitty were up 5-2, I believe, and Ozzy and Peter stayed with it and snuck it out at the end. The last match we just watched, Mark Nagradov and Sean Yee was defeated by the Beavises, Kevin and Justin. Played great. I'll see if I can get some more updates for you guys. Grant and Ben are still playing. I believe they are still ahead in that match, ever so slightly. No, gotta cut the ball. Ray Barry, we've been talking about you, wondering where you have disappeared to, you in your BMX racing world. We're waiting for you to make a comeback. You should come hang out. We're here all day today. This is just a one-day event, but next weekend, which is long weekend, which I'm sure you have plans for, but you should stop in next weekend. We've got that triple threat tournament happening next weekend. Starts Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So the idea with the tournament next weekend is that it's a triple event. So we're starting with 32 players, capping it at 32. We're going to play 9-ball on 9-foots. Sunday, we're going to play 8-ball on the 7-foots. And depending on your finishes in those two events, will give you a certain amount of points. The top 16 will advance into Monday, and that's going to be 10-ball on the 9-foots. And everybody on the big board going into Monday is going to get money. It's going to cash out. So that will be a great event. It's the first time we're running that. We're going to see how it goes. Maybe it may need some tweaking, but we thought about it real hard, and I think it's going to work. Something a little different anyway. These guys are having a couple of good laughs on the sidelines. It's good to see. It's the whole purpose of playing these, these Scotch double events. Not too expensive, $60 a guy. Just gets you out, hitting some balls, having a good time with a partner. Jeremy at the table here, and I think he is reaching for his jumper. But yeah, anyways, Ray, next weekend is a 3-day event. You should pop in. We'll be here all weekend. Next weekend as well, a little bit of a food special happening at Leather Pocket if you guys are able to stop in. Michelle Bagaris and I spent a day this week and rolled a whole bunch of spring rolls and wontons that we are donating to the Leather Pocket. So whatever Len can sell it for, there's going to be hot bowls of wonton soup and freshly made spring rolls here at the Leather Pocket. So stop in if you can. These small businesses kind of need our support to survive through the COVID, so that was our donation. Wontons and spring rolls. Len gets to keep all the proceeds. Yay. Come in. Come in, guys. Looking good for Scotty and Jeff here to make it even again. Perfect, Ray. Look forward to seeing you. Haven't seen you for a long time. Too long. Ooh. 8-ball wiped its feet, but we're even. Arlene watching from Philadelphia. Welcome, Arlene. This is a Scotch doubles event. We started with, I believe, 17 teams, $120 a team, 60 bucks a guy. Nice and cheap and friendly, just out to stay in stroke, have a good time. Our little pool hall here in Calgary, Alberta. The leather pocket, we've got 7 7-foot diamond tables. There's 8 9-foot diamond tables and 6 7-foot valleys in this place. Traditional pool hall, just standard food, but great people, great equipment, great service. So if you guys are in and around the surrounding area, we'd love it if you could pop in, say hi. It's good to be back there, Red River. We were out with the COVID, nothing to stream, so we had a little break, but we're eager to get back into it. We've had a few tournaments over the last little while, over the last month, I guess, between us and Rod out in Winnipeg. We're trying to turn it up a little bit, trying to get back into the swing of things. Yeah, Ray, we are playing on the 7-foots. Today we are playing on the 7-foots. Next weekend we have a triple threat tournament, which will be 9-ball on the 9-foots on the Saturday, 8-ball on the 7-foots on the Sunday, and then the top 16 from both of those events make it into the Monday to play 10-ball on the 9-foots. So trying to switch it up a little bit, give the players 3 events to play in for their $125 entry. $125 gets you 2, the guarantee of 2 events, possibly 3, and everybody who makes it into Monday cashes. Not very much for the bottom, but it's something. Just want to get the players out and hitting balls again. Scotty and Jeff ahead now for the first time in this match. They caught up, and now they are 1 up. It looks like Ben and Grant won their match on the other table. Unconfirmed, but they were up, and it didn't go on much longer after that, so I would assume that they won. They get a ball? I didn't hear anything drop. No ball. So Jeff at the table now. A little bit of a messy table, a lot of congestion around the dot there. So Jeff's just trying to weigh out his options. And that'll work nicely. That'll open actually everything right up. Ideally, 9 ball next. Leave the, everything else is open. And leave the 15 possibly, or the 10 for the out ball for the 8. I think definitely the 8 ball can go in the top right or the left side. Right, Ron? That one shot just opened everything wide open. That was well done. Just 3 balls left here for Scotty and Jeff. I see the 11, 15, 8. He could take the 15 first, and you're going to bump that 8 out. Then you're kind of just hoping that it stays in a spot that you can pot it. I like 11, 15, 8. Stop shot here on the 15. 8 ball in the top right. I don't know if that was necessary. I feel like he could have just stopped, just made a stop shot on that 15. Made the 8. I don't think he was trying to go into the 7. Not really sure. Or maybe he just stood up and ended up giving it a little bit of English. Oh, almost made that 8 ball on the side. Tried to make something happen there. I'll have to rewatch that, James. I don't know. I'm looking at the screen here, though, so I don't. It looked fairly straight to me, but it's possible there was a touch of angle there. Didn't have a whole lot of options here on this 6-ball. So we're going to play it off the 8 and the side. Just needs a bit of a cut. Light pocket weight touch. Jeremy's looking at his chip there. I think possibly miscued on that shot. This would be a nice 8-ball for Scotty if he can get this. Ooh. Drama to the last second. 4-2. 4-2 for Scotty and Jeff over Jeremy and Martin. This is an A-side match. Going to 6. B-side, I believe we're going to 5. Ron, we are here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, at the Leather Pocket. If you're familiar with the Calgary area, we are just in the northeast, just off McKnight Boulevard and Deerfoot, just inside there. Great little pool hall. They've got 7 7-foot diamonds. They typically have 8, but they removed one just to give it a little bit more room in here. They've got 8 9-foot diamonds, and they've got 6 Valley bar boxes. It's a great little pool hall, great people, great staff. Nice little room. The entry fee for this tournament was $120.
Nope, 80.
Oh, $80?
$80.
Oh, sorry guys. I thought it was $120. It was $80, so $40 a person. $80 per team. Nice and cheap and friendly. See a lot of laughing and a lot of smiles on the sidelines, so that's what it's all about. And it looks like we've got Grant back.
Just jumping in for a little bit.
You guys playing right away again?
I would imagine. We're waiting on the winner of Kevin Beavis and his match.
Ron, some of your buddies are here. So our very first match that we streamed, Mark Vinogradov and Sean Yee, unfortunately lost to Justin and Kevin Beavis. So they are now on the B side. Ben and Grant are playing together, and you guys just won your match?
We did. Got a little lucky. We'll take it.
Eric and Joe are actually working, so they weren't able to come today. And Stephen moved back to BC, so we probably won't be seeing too much of him. It's a little bit of a trek to come into town for these tournaments. But I'm sure we'll see him periodically at some of the bigger tournaments that we do. But Mark and Ben are here.
Well, lots of action coming up too.
I was saying to Ben that I don't think that there's really any underdog teams in this
No,
field. Like there's,
it's a tough tournament, and then next is it next weekend is the triple threat,
yeah.
and then the weekend after there's another event, $1,000 added,
Oh no,
10 ball
that's on the 20th.
on the 20th. Okay,
Yeah, so 2 weeks after that.
gotcha. Yeah, so some pretty decent things coming up.
Yeah, so I was telling you guys about the triple threat tournament happening on the long weekend next weekend, and then on the 20th, there's $1,000 added 10 ball on the box tournament. And there's still room to enter into that if you guys are interested. I think it's
Can't go wrong.
120
120 entry.
$125
Yeah, $120.
to enter in that one, but $1,000 added, so can't really go wrong. Great payouts.
What's going on, Ron? It is indeed Grant on the mic, along with Stephanie Toy, of course. You're going to hear more of Steph than myself or Ben today.
Hopefully,
Hopefully,
Because if you
that's
don't-
kind of the plan.
because if you don't,
Yeah, that means we're out.
Ben and Grant are out of the tournament.
Yeah. Nice shot there. Really nice shot there.
So Jeff has moved here as of recently, since beginning of COVID. He actually made the move from Edmonton to Calgary. This is where his fiance is. So he's been in Calgary for a few months. But Scotty is an Edmontonian, which is 3 hours north of Calgary. And in Edmonton, they actually don't have any bar boxes. So he's had to kind of get the feel for these tables. They play a little differently than your standard Valley bar box, but he's a great player, and I think that once he has a couple of matches under his belt, I think that he's going to be able to turn it up a little bit.
Oh, there's a couple of guys that came down from Edmonton.
Oh yeah, Andrew and
Guy and
Guy.
Andrew, yeah.
But you know what? And what they're saying is that the diamonds play easier than valleys, which is the
Okay,
first time I've ever
heard that.
anybody say that the diamonds were easier than valleys. And their reasoning is because the valleys aren't as tight. So you
Aren't as tight.
Yeah, well, like felt-wise, they aren't as tight. They roll slower. So you have to actually have more of a stroke on a valley table, whereas you can lightly hit on a diamond and it will, come off the rails and bounces more lively.
Right, but you've got to have more control for that.
I tried to argue the point too, because I think that you need to have a little bit more of a stroke on a diamond because
And the
I
pockets are tighter.
yeah, like
and
your stroke needs to be a little bit more pure on a diamond, I find.
It definitely does.
I don't know, but that's their take on it. Andrew and Guy both say that the diamonds are easier than valleys.
And they're quicker.
So we'll see. I would
Yeah.
hope that if they're easier than the valleys, that they would win this thing then.
Well, that would be the theory, right? Interesting take.
That's what they say. We'll see. I mean, they're both great shots too, so they have just as good a chance to take this thing down as.
Oh, they
these
can
other
play the game.
teams. Yeah.
There's really not a weak team in here.
There isn't.
Everybody knows how to play.
So what was the structure to sign up? It was a Fargo cap.
Yeah, 1350 Fargo cap.
1350 was the cap in order to put a team together.
Yeah.
So, for example, Ben and Eric could not play together.
And yes, Ron, I do remember you from Canadians in Niagara Falls. I was really looking forward to that tournament.
You guys were
this year.
almost there.
As of that morning, like we were supposed to leave Monday, I think at 2. And as of Monday at 9, I was still packing my bag because I was going. There was nothing going to hold me back until
Yeah, I
Ted
think
announced that
I
he
don't think it was
canceled
like
it.
I don't think it was the day of. I think it was more like the world shut down on the Thursday, and you were planning to take off on Monday,
Yes.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as of Monday morning at like 8 o'clock,
It was
it
still
was
iffy.
still on,
Yeah, that's right.
right? So I was up packing my stuff, getting ready to go.
Yeah.
And that would have been the first CCS event that I missed Penticton and I missed Vancouver Island.
It was unfortunate because we actually had some friends actually already in Niagara. They went a little bit early. Well, I'm hoping that nothing crazy happens this year and everything just kind of stays on. That is the plan. So Martin and Jeremy have a chance here to get it within one.
Yeah, no doubt. That was a lot of fun. That was with obviously Stephen, Joe, and Eric. Went on the road.
It's just a couple more balls here. It's pretty standard. 9 ball and the 8. So as long as nothing crazy happens here, we're back within one.
Tight match. Important game. Important game for Jeremy and Martin there.
Well, Jeremy and Martin had got first blood, and Scotty and Jeff were playing catch up the whole time. It was like back and forth, back and forth. And just all of a sudden, Scotty and Jeff kind of turned it up a little bit.
Well, Ben and I got down 2-0.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Cliff and Jeremy.
Anything can happen in Scotch doubles. No runaway trains in here.
Nope. Well, they shot well.
Yeah.
Ben's back's a little bit sore.
From carrying you?
Carrying me through the match, yeah. I will never profess that I play at Ben's speed.
Not many can.
No. Well, and even to play on in Scotch with a guy like Ben. Never mind the pressure of just being in the tournament, but playing on a team with him kind of gets in your head a little bit.
I've done it.
Uh-huh.
It's a little nerve-wracking.
It is. And I've just decided, you know what, in the next match, I'm just going to play. Right? Ben plays well enough that it really, so long as I leave him the shot, then it shouldn't really matter.
Exactly. And I've never proclaimed that Scotch is one of my favorite events.
No. This is the first time I've played Scotch in 10 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time. But once you get over that hump with Scotch, you have to choose a partner, I think, that has a very similar game.
Yeah.
If you choose a partner that has a similar game, that kind of sees table patterns the way that you do, and as long as you trust your partner, if you trust them and they trust you, all you got to do is make your ball.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the shape. Don't worry about where you leave them. You know, as long as you're kind of like within the bubble. If you're thinking that you have to leave your partner exact on a dime shape, you will never win.
No.
Because mentally, this game will eat you alive. But as long as you trust your partner enough to be able to cut a ball, to make a straight-in shot, to play, a relatively safe table pattern, you got it made in the shade.
Well, and honestly, Scotch plays on all of my weaknesses because I'm not good at just kind of standing up off the bench and put me in, coach. I'm not very good at that. I need some practice time. I need to be able to get into a flow and into a rhythm. So Scotch really isn't that for me because I can take one shot, then Ben's got to shoot, then I got to shoot. So it kind of takes me out of my normal pattern. And then, of course, trying to play on a team with a guy like Ben can somewhat be tough to do, right? It's good in some senses because, so long as I leave him a shot on a ball, the odds are in the favor that he's going to make it, right? So, I mean, there's always that, but It's just not one of my comforts is playing scotch. But hey, we'll see what happens. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, just
That's a nice little touch.
you just
Nice little
you
touch
got to
draw.
make it so that your partner can see the ball.
Yeah,
As
that's
long
it.
and especially like a partner like Ben, if he can see the ball, let him.
Yeah,
We'll just let him do what
yeah.
he does. He'll work it out.
Well, and that's part of it, right?
Well, it's like all the players in this room are, you know, better than average players. So as long as you allow them to see the ball, they'll work it out. They'll cut it, they'll bank it, they'll play a good safety.
He is in a little bit of trouble. Looks like a safe play. Chip off that 15 off the side rail. Try to use the 8, or the end rail, I should say. Oh, great shot.
What a great shot.
Might still have the cut on the 7 ball. For Mr. Scotty down from Edmonton.
That
Kind
was
of
a
happy to
smart-
see some players come down from
Smart
Edmonton.
play. Yeah, for sure. We have Scott Atkinson and Guy and Andrew Nicklin.
Even some faces that we haven't seen around very much. Danny Gombach, he
Yeah.
came to play. Mark
Danny
V
and
came
Mark.
to play.
Oh, he still had that 7. He was
Mick
able to backhand
Landwehr's
it.
is here.
Yeah, like I said, I mean,
Jordan.
for $40 a body, like it's
Yeah.
nice and cheap. Good time. Just play with a buddy. You don't have to take it too serious. I mean, the prize pool isn't going to buy you a car or anything, but it's just out just to get everybody out and hitting some balls and having a good time.
Yeah.
And supporting a small business like Len at the Leather Pocket here.
Well, all the pool halls, locally for wherever you are with this whole COVID thing, they definitely need some support.
Yeah, they need some help.
Yeah. And yes, Rob, we did say Stephen Holem moved back to BC. Prince George, I believe.
Yeah, he actually moved back just before COVID hit. Went home to spend some time with his family, and he's been there ever since March.
Tough little angle here for Scott. Nice shot.
I held that good. He was actually supposed to leave the Predator 9-ball event. Oh, no. Sorry, I got distracted there. He was actually supposed to leave the Predator 9-ball event and go directly to the BCA in Vegas. And I don't think he ever made it. I know that he went to... did he go to Vegas?
I think he did. Yep. He was in Vegas after the Predator 9-ball in Edmonton. Sure was.
Oh, yeah, because he went for the singles event, and then they cut it off just before teams. So he did go down to Vegas, and then he ended up coming home and just going back to Prince George with his family.
Kick attempt. I almost might go behind the 12 ball.
Oh, just barely missed that.
Right behind the 12 ball, you guarantee yourself the hit on the 8, and you kind of leave the cue ball down at that bottom left-hand side of the table. Right, even if you overhit it a little bit and come back up top a little bit. Almost looks like that 9-14 combo is wired past the gate.
Yeah, I think
Although I kind of like what he's doing here.
I like this shot better.
Yeah.
Just leave the cue ball kind of nice and snug in that little cluster.
Oh, you want to break that apart. Just like that. Well done.
I don't know. I saw the safety first.
No. You don't want to give him too many cracks. I mean, that 8-ball's pretty close to the pocket.
Yeah, but
It's not a terrible
if that
kick
cue
shot.
ball was in between the 915, they couldn't have kicked at it.
I don't
You would
know.
have had to
I
go
think
like 2 or 3 rails.
you're blessed with a ball in hand. That's the time to get a little
That's
aggressive
true.
and
That's true.
just take the match.
That's why
Or
I'm.
take the game, I should say.
That's why I'm back here. Overhit that slightly.
Yeah, a little bit. 2 rails and out, and he'll be fine. Oh, you put the inside spin on it.
No problem. Excuse me.
Bless you.
There you go.
Keeping her tight. Keeping it within a game.
Foursies.
One more each, and we'll be tied again. Could definitely see this match going hill-hill.
Charlene, I don't know if there's actually a list of events. If you're following the Calgary pool scene on Facebook, it's a group on Facebook, Calgary pool scene. They list all the tournaments kind of happening within the city and surrounding areas there.
Also, make sure you've liked Q Sports Live, not just follow the page. Typically, any of the events that we're going to stream, you'll see a poster for those events.
The events coming up is next weekend is Labor Day long weekend here. So that is going to be the triple threat tournament. Like I mentioned, 9-ball on the 9-foots, 8-ball on the 7-foots, and then 10-ball on the 9-foots. That's happening next weekend. And then on September 20th, it's $1,000 added, 10-ball on the 7-foots. 10-ball on the box, September 20th for $120, $125.
120 entry.
$1,000 added, so you can't go wrong there.
For $120 entry with $1,000 added and capped at 32, I think,
Yes.
you cannot go wrong. I'd play no matter what the game is. Oh, nice attempt. Almost gets that safe.
Not bad. I mean, he didn't leave no easy shot.
He didn't, but can still hit on the 11 ball. He's got a hit on the 12 if he chooses to go down that route. Yeah, that's the shot.
How do can I send you the tournament posters so that we can flash them up here?
Yeah, qsportslive@gmail.com.
Just email them to you?
So I'm actually going to jump off. I'm going to go get you a charger for this tablet. So
Please.
I'll kind of jump in and out and on and off throughout the day. Try and give Steph a little bit of some company throughout the day.
It's hard talking to yourself all day, you know?
It is. That's why I don't mind jumping in. Usually I don't like just kind of jumping in, jumping out, but it'll be a longer day for you, so jump in when I can, but I'm going to jump off here. You want to mute me?
Oh, I'll mute you, all right. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to try and send these tournament posters to Grant. Just so we can flash up these posters here for you. Sorry, guys, I lost the comments here. Just trying to get technology going again. Okay, so I sent those tournament posters to Grant, and hopefully he can get them up on the computer for us. I can flash those up for you guys. Looks like just doing some adjusting here on the side. He's getting his extension out. That's what he was doing. It's a long, reachy shot. Looks good. Hits the window for the 14. Yes, sir. So you have a couple of options on this shot. You can stop the cue ball, cut the 8-ball into the top left, or roll forward slightly. They like the stop shot. Either or would have been fine, just whatever you're more comfortable with. And again, Scott and Jeff up by 1. They are on the hill first. So after this match, guys, we will do another shutdown, let the other teams settle in, and we'll be back probably within 5 or 10 minutes. Ready to rock and roll for the 3rd match of the day. I don't think anything dropped. No. Dry break for Martin. Jeff's looking for a break and run table here. Shut this match down. He likes low ball, as do I. Not really sure if that 1 ball goes. Let's try this shot here. No. Scott could play the 1-3 combo, which he's looking at right now. He could just forget all about that and take the 2 into that bottom left corner. Dennis, we are actually in Canada. We're in Calgary, Alberta. We're on the flip side of your border. Here at the Leather Pocket in Calgary. Great little pool hall. Friendly little Scotch doubles tournament. $80 a team. Nice and friendly just to keep in stroke and have a few good laughs. Couple of beers. We're trying to ramp it back up, Tim. So we've had a couple events already. Like I said, we've got that triple threat tournament next weekend, which is a long weekend for us here. September Labor Day weekend, just before the kids go back to school. And then we have a $1,000 added 10 ball on the box tournament happening September 20th. So a couple of big tournaments coming up. Obviously, due to the situation right now, there's not a whole lot of bigger tournaments happening outside of what we have here locally. So just trying to generate our own streams, keep you guys entertained, keep ourselves entertained. Jeremy and Martin here have no problems with this table except for that 11 ball. That 11 ball is going to require a little bit of thinking. The 9 ball, although it does not go to the top left pocket, will go anywhere else. Oh, that was genius. So if Jeremy can make this 9 ball, the 11 ball now goes down to the top left. Martin just moved that 5 ball out of the way ever so slightly. Right on the 50-50 for this 15 or 11. Tight cut either way. 11 ball might be a little bit better to get at because you can makes a bigger pocket with that 5 there. Like so. Oh, don't get hooked behind the 3. Oh, I think he just got there. Just got past the 3 just enough. I believe this 8 ball. Hard to tell here. No problems going to the right pocket. Uh-oh. Woo. I thought maybe he was going to get a carom off that 1 ball and scratch. But we are tied 5-5 Hill, everyone. So this is it. Last game of this match. Rack number 11. And Jeff Wanless to break. I don't think I heard anything drop. Another dry break, and is it wide open? Looks pretty juicy. I think the idea there was to stop it and have shape for the 13. Rolled a little heavy, but Martin's got this 9 ball. Just have to rearrange the plan. We'll see what happens here. I don't know if Martin's got a shot on that. I think that's the 11 ball down on the top rail there. Let's see if we can get a better angle here. It is the 11 ball. Made the bank. Just missed it. So an opportunity for Jeff and Scotty here to close this match out. At first glance at that, after that break, I didn't think that they were going to get back to the table. That was a nice shot. Oh, he underhit it. Underhit it and left Scott. Pretty steep cut on that 6, but it's still makeable. Ideally, he just wanted to leave it easier. And if you make this cut on the 6, that cue ball is coming off the top rail and coming to the left side of the table. So you don't want to be stuck behind that 8 ball either. That 8 ball, when you're trying to get shape for the 4 or the 1, is pretty big. Scott's going for the safety. Didn't get it. Did not get it. And this may be curtains for Jeff and Scotty on the A side. Crazier things have happened here. Got to hold it together for one more ball. Calling the 8 ball on the side. It's in. Jeremy and Martin take down this match. That means Jeff and Scotty are just going to go to the B side. So we will see more of them later today, I would assume. So guys, for now, we're just going to shut the stream down, reset, let the teams get settled back in for the next match. And we'll be back in probably 5 or 10 minutes, so don't go far.